Hi guys, my name is Star, and I wanted to come on here and talk about how my chronic pain took away a lot of things in my life. So I started experiencing chronic pain in 2000 and I started showing warnings, not showing warning signs, but I started noticing warning signs in 2020. It started off with just the fingertips of my fingertips being consistently cold, and same with my feet. Even if I was bundled up, it always feels colder than it actually is. And I also felt dizzy at the slightest change in temperature, whether it be a slightly higher or lower temperature. If the temperature in a room changed even the slightest bit, it made me feel dizzy and fatigued, even if it's hot or cold. My eating disorder got worse because even smells of certain foods made me feel more dizzy. And I really wish I told people about these things sooner, because I feel like it's my fault that I am chronically ill now. Because now I have occasional vision blackouts. I'm barely able to walk 3 to 4 miles. I'm trying not to cry, I'm sorry. Ignore the background noise. My skin turns red and it feels swollen all the time. Like my whole body feels like every bone in it is broken. It feels like I'm on fire all the time. It also feels like I am ice cold at the same time all the time. I ended up gaining a substantial amount of weight in 2022, and now I've been trying to get the weight off to where I could be skinny like I used to. But the problem is, I think the damage to my body is already done, and my body will never be the same as it used to be. When I was 19, I was physically the healthiest. Well, actually, no, when I was 17, 18, my body was the healthiest it's been. But it wasn't until mid-2020 that things started going wrong very suddenly with no warning. I've had multiple blood tests done to see if I have any autoimmune disorder. Nothing. I have had my reflexes checked by a doctor. Everything's normal there. I've tried avoiding junk food. That didn't help. I tried eating less of certain foods, eating more of certain foods. That didn't help. I even tried really dumb shit. Like, I would go on these conspiracy websites, and I was so desperate to where I tried praying in hopes that it would cure my chronic pain. I've tried so many different really weird ass essential oils that I knew weren't actually essential oils, and that some of them I knew I was allergic to, but I was so desperate to try and cure myself. I did so many things and nothing worked. And I even fell down a YouTube rabbit hole, people pretending to be doctors and trying the advice that they give people to cure their chronic pain, and nothing worked either. Obviously, I know logically that those quote-unquote doctors on the internet are quacks. I've tried limiting contact with people. I've tried hanging around people more. I've tried I've tried so many things. But every day, every minute, my pain just gets progressively worse. And it feels like my body is a ticking time bomb, and it feels like I am trapped in my own body. I've tried literally everything everyone has suggested to cure my chronic pain. Nothing's working. And the problem is, I cannot take opioids because of my family's history and also because of genetic disorders I have. And people with autism tend to like get addicted to things like opioids 10 times faster than neurotypical people. So I really cannot take the chance on that. I barely sleep. I barely eat now. My schizoaffective has gone so bad to the point where I'm not able to like leave my room as much because I'm afraid that someone might like harass me for my disabilities, or they might attack me, or they might commit a hate crime against me for either being disabled or trans or like specifically non-binary or pansexual. Like I am terrified. I am more terrified of the outside world than ever before because I did have a more recent traumatic experience with somebody accusing me of doing drugs when I never ever did any super hard drugs before. And like the worst thing I do is marijuana, which is not even that bad. And I make sure that I am in a safe place and I am in a okay mental state before I do that. Because I know that if you mess up like one singular time, you could be addicted to anything. I had to learn that lesson when I got addicted to self-harm at age of like 11 or 12. I've also had a lot of hate comments, and I pretend they don't get to me, and I will not tell people if they do get to me or not, because that's how they will know if they have won or not. And people online have spread people are starting to spread rumors that I work in the adult entertainment industry, which I support sex workers, but no, I am not a sex worker. I never have been a sex worker. There's a very big difference between someone being a lewd Vtuber and someone being a sex worker, and I wish more people understood the difference, because just because I am lewd in not only in my Vtuber model but also in real life, like just because I behave in a very lewd and overly sexual manner, that doesn't mean I'm a sex worker, dude. Like, I am not a sex worker. I have friends and family who are sex workers, and I fully support them and I respect their profession, but I myself am not a sex worker, and I really wish people would stop spreading that rumor of me. Like, yeah, I made first straps, but it is nowhere near sex work. Like, would you call somebody dancing suggestively with casual clothes on a sex worker? No, you wouldn't. And y'all are only calling me a sex worker because I happen to do that, and I'm very hypersexual, and I make a lot of dirty jokes on a lot of like my content. There are also people online accusing me of faking my disabilities, and people have been spreading misinformation about me, such as that I like forged my signature on fucking medical records, which, for one, I have never ever shown any of my medical records on camera because that has very sensitive information that could dox me. So that's why I have never showed my medical records on camera. And to the people who are demanding proof of me being disabled, fuck you guys. Honestly, fuck you. Because I don't need to prove anything to you. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I don't. I really don't. And the fact that I have to come on here and say that to you guys, even though it should be common fucking sense for y'all to know better than this. I do not owe you a goddamn fucking thing, okay? I'm gonna make that fucking clear. I do not owe you a goddamn thing. A lot of people are also saying that my chronic pain is my fault because I am overweight. Obesity is a symptom, not a cause of a condition. It usually is a symptom of a condition. And my doctors have told me that because of the amount of physical pain I'm in 24/7, I have really, really high cortisol levels, which if you don't know, cortisol is a stress hormone. And the more stressed a person is, the more they're going to lose or gain weight. And for me, my stress hormones cause me to gain a bunch of weight. And my body it also has inflammatory problems because I have food allergies. But the problem is I cannot avoid my food allergens because my eating disorder causes me to not be able to eat a lot of food. So I have no choice but to eat the things I'm allergic to. Like, I love cheese, but I'm allergic to it. And the problem is with my ARFID being so severe, the literal only other way I could possibly get nutrients is a feeding tube. And I am not going to have somebody, like, drill a hole in my stomach. That is not going to happen at all. And I'm not letting anybody put a tube in my nose either. So I try to, like, consume, like, things that have, like, fruits and vegetables and protein in it. Mainly protein shakes and beans and stuff. So, like, a lot of the comments of people saying that's my fault that I'm in chronic pain because I am overweight. You guys are part of the problem. I've had doctors ignore my concerns because I'm overweight, and I'm getting fucking sick and tired of having my health concerns completely ignored because of my fucking weight. And I am done with it. Like, I am trying so hard to lose weight. I started going to the gym once a week. I push myself so fucking hard physically to the point where I have fainted multiple times while exercising. Like, I'm not kidding. I have pushed myself so hard to the point where I faint a lot when I exercise. Like, even at the gym, I damn near fainted, and I had to stop because I knew I was going to either faint, vomit, or both. And no, I am not kidding. I am not exaggerating. Like, I've been pushing my body harder and harder and harder in hopes that it will cure my chronic pain, but it hasn't. Like, I keep doing every fucking thing you guys are suggesting. Like, I take iron, I take vitamins, everything. Like, my body's just fucked up, and I guess it's destined to be fucked up. I was born fucked up. Like, do y'all really think I fucking chose this? No. If I had it my way, I would have the body you have. Y'all should be grateful for what you got. Like, you don't know how truly fucked up it is to have your independence slowly taken away from you by your chronic pain, even though you tried desperately to fight back. And I'm running out of hope, honestly. I am running out of hope for my future because no one's taking me seriously. Doctors are super dismissive, even though they did let me take tests. Even though they are letting me take tests to see what's causing my chronic pain, I don't think they take me seriously, to be honest. They keep, like, bringing up my mental health problems, and I'm like, my mental health problems have nothing to fucking do with this, okay? People around me keep blaming me for my chronic pain. And I'm like, if I had it my way, I would not have been born the way I fucking was. The older I get, every time something good happens to me, some other bad event always ends up happening to me that ends up derailing my whole fucking life. And I'm like, I am working as hard as I can to get better. But the more bad shit happens to me, the harder it is for me to bounce back. I am also autistic, and that makes it harder for me to communicate with doctors. Because literally I could look through a whole fucking dictionary, and no amount of words can describe the pain I'm in physically and emotionally. I lost my 20s. I will never get to experience anything that other people in their 20s experience. Because I am chronically ill. I lost that, and I'll never be able to get that back. I'll never be able to get that back. And I know that I'll never be able to be fully independent because of it. I can't even raise my arms all the way up in the air anymore. Because it hurts my neck, head, shoulders, and ribs too much. I'm only able to draw like a picture like not 2 or 3 times, but like once or twice a month. Because the drawing hurts my hands to such an extreme degree that I've had panic attacks from the pain. My chronic pain has taken almost everything away from me in life. And I'm running out of hope. I honestly am. There was at one point I even Googled if I should go for MAID in Canada. If you don't know what MAID is medical assistance in dying. And it usually is used for disabled patients who are not able to live a good life. And I honestly did contemplate going to Canada and asking them to give me, like, the MAID injection to end my life because the more tests I do, the less answers I get. I don't know how much more I can take. I really don't. I don't know how much more I can take. What's worse is that everyone around me is like, you are so strong or you're so brave. But I'm not. I feel myself like falling apart. I am in and out of psychosis nearly 24/7 now because of the amount of stress I'm under because of my chronic pain. I want help. But I know I'll never get it, because as far as I know, I'm alone in my struggle with chronic pain. I am alone because my illness does not have a name. I know I'm alone in this, and that there's no one else who will understand what I'm going through. I'll never be able to live the life I want. My body took that away from me. And I want to be a normal 21-year-old, but I'm not. I want my old body back. And every day I feel grief. I feel like I lost someone I loved. Not someone, but something I loved. I feel like I lost a part of myself because of my chronic pain. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. And I'm not filming this video for pity. I want to spread awareness. This is what chronic pain can do to someone. I want to show people what it could do to someone. It can totally destroy someone's life. And some people can't get treatment because of other medical issues like me. I can't get treatment for my chronic pain because a lot of the disorders I have put me at a higher risk for drug addiction. So I can't take the chance. I want my old life back. I want my old body back. I don't want to be in pain anymore. I'm a prisoner in my own body. And it feels like hell in more than one way. Not just from my chronic pain, but also being trans. It feels like I am in a prison. And I know I'll never be able to get out. I won't be the person I want to be. I'm never gonna be the person I want to be. I miss being able to do some of the things I love. I miss being able to run. I miss being able to swim. I miss being able to dance. I miss being able to drive. I miss being able. I miss being skinny. I don't know what to do. I lost so much. I lost so many years of my life because of it. And I'll never be able to get them back. I'll never be able to live the life I want.